Hello and welcome back, it's KeeperMC and we continue our exploration on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft. In our previous episode we finally met a place for us to stay for a little, and that's what we are actually doing. We are staying and trying to improve the village. And would you look at that, we found the first creeper spawned at night. So we better take care. So yeah, the plan remains the same. We are grabbing the first resources, mostly food, and at the same time chopping them trees to build a fence. Defensive fence, right? So that the villagers could be safe and it will be also less trouble for us because we will have no need to keep an eye on them. And as you can see, in 15 minutes the server is going to restart. So we will be kicked out, and of course then we will see if we will manage to get back. If not, we will just call this episode quit, and of course I'll continue as long as the chance to get on the server will appear. But for now, let's get back to chopping them trees, because we are still having not much I would say. Okay, which ones? Probably the ones which could actually give us some apples, because we will eventually need to craft them gapples. And of course that's why we need them. Too many mushrooms or shrooms. So let's stock up on tree, on wood I mean. Because as long as I will build a fence, it will be already much easier. I will spend less time running around to see if there are any like mobs appearing. I will just make sure to put them torches all around. Maybe for the first like time I will use them regular torches and just will put them all on the ground. But later on, as I mentioned, we might try to build those lanterns, if we can call them so, using the black wool, so they look as they would naturally spawn in the village. But yeah, for now we just try to grab some wood, and also considering that we are actually quite far, well, far enough away from the village, we can actually replant some trees as well. So it's not only chopping anymore, it's also replanting. And of course would not be a bad idea to actually light them up caves, because as I mentioned previously, we might go to the caves as well, when we will need to gather some coal to sell to the villagers, and of course to get some other valuable resources, because of course we will stay for a long time here and we will need them, all sorts of resources. Alright, we got some wood, but it's clearly not enough. I think we can also chop down these trees and maybe will not replant them, because they're still quite close to the village, and also I'm planning to build my home on the lake. So for now I think it's good just to chop them off and leave it like that, because later on we will decide if it will look too empty, then of course we'll plant some trees. For now we have only one apple. Yeah, it's so sad. I mean, previously I had like, I don't know, 15 or how many apples, and when I firstly died in the nether and all the diamonds were just sitting on the ground waiting for somebody to catch them, well, to grab them, I took all of my apples and most of my gold to craft them gapples, and then of course I just fell in lava and it all burned. So yeah, that was quite unfortunate, but that's okay. We are doing our first steps, and I'm sure we will get not only the apples and gold, but gapples and all the rest of them good things. Just a matter of time. Yeah, sadly, server is going to disconnect, but like restart, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get lucky to reconnect fast, but yeah, it not always happens like that, so. And I think we also need to grab them shrooms, because as long as they are leaving the dark area, they will, I think, just pop off and eventually disappear, so we might take them for now and then just plant somewhere else, as long as we'll put them trees back. Just not to waste the resources which nature gave us. It will be really funny if I would start building a village, build a fence, terraform the place, start like grabbing them resources, putting them in the chest, like build my own house and stuff like that, and just one day in the middle of the progress I would log in and discover that it's already destroyed, like griefed, exploded, like, and stuff like that. Well, in that case we would need only one thing to be done: pack all of the things we can and just leave. And it would be totally okay if this will happen like that, because we should remember that we are playing vanilla on the Anarchy server, so it's already known from the early beginning that eventually everything we will make will be destroyed. Only a matter of time how fast. So yeah, but as I mentioned, this is not going to be our base in a sense of being a base, but it will be just a resupply station, and in the end we will just make sure that it's fully operational, and we will leave it so that the travelers, hopefully when they will pass by, will not destroy it, but instead will just grab some resources and replant them and leave. But who knows, who knows. Of course I'm saving the coordinates, and after some time I might try to get back to this place and see if it's still standing. And of course we will also create some sort of a message board, so if some people will travel by this base, hopefully they will leave their signs as well. In that way we will know that it was not only us exploring this region. That would be cool actually, to come back after some time and discover that it was like this base was visited by many players and it's still standing, the crops are fully replanted, the villagers are alive, no lava casts and stuff like that. That would be really cool. But these are the high hopes. I totally understand, so we will see. Okay, let's get back to our chests, because we will be disconnected soon. And yes, I think, yeah, this chest will be used only for them crops, and I think we can do it in that way, so that one specific type of crops will always automatically stack in that way. And actually, what was the shortcut? Oh, okay. I wanted to plant them seeds as well in that way. And I actually might need them. Saplings for trees. Okay, some shrooms back to the storage. And we might sip some soup. Looking at the place of our own new house. I think I will try to build it like a quite serious house, in the sense of creating a real basement, not just like levitating over the water. And I think I will use not the wood for like a main construction material, but maybe actually clay. So we will travel by the swamp and try to acquire as much as we can, and of course replace it back with the dirt, so there will be no awkward holes in the ground left after us. And of course no floating water. No, we don't do that here. And let's do ourselves some more soup. Stew. Okay. Close enough. What about our gear? Almost broken. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. How many trees do we have? Half a stack of wood, but that's not enough. Clearly not. So let's grab some more. We probably won't make this jump, right? Yep. One more try from this. Yeah. It is probably possible, but it's just not for me. Yet. More crops. Not only in terms of having that food, but of course also as a trading material, because the farmers will give us money, money, money. You love potato? Enjoy your potato with your friends. Have you just farted? Take one as well. Okay, so what about those leaves? Let's try to remove them. Maybe we'll get some extra apples. And probably in a minute or two, maybe less, we will get thrown away from the server. Back in queue. By some reason reminds me something from Dr. Dre. Yep, 2 minutes exactly. Alright, yeah, this house is also quite high off the ground, so we will either need to create some more advanced ladders to it, or decrease the height by just moving the whole structure down. I would not say I'm quite excited about this process, because it's pretty annoying to actually remove all them things and place them in the same way, just a few blocks lower. And of course it could be that I just do not know the easier way of doing it, but still fine by me. I'll probably just do it off camera and we'll show you before and after. Because especially it becomes tricky when you do mistakes and you actually place some blocks wrong, and then you look at the end result and you think like, wait a minute, why does it look so bad? And then you need to fix the whole thing. And if for now you are not sure what I'm talking about, be sure you'll see it. But not in this episode, because together with the server restart, this episode comes to a close. That's why we are not starting to do anything major, but just taking them crops. So yeah, with that being said, and looking at the stream, well, not stream, but chat, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode as long as I will manage it back to the server. Bye bye.